I don't understand what just happened. I'm so sorry. Happy Easter. I hope everyone comes back because we're up to 40. Facebook, you winner. All right, come on back, my friends. I'm not even playing any music. I don't know why I got kicked off. Maybe it's because I look too blazing for our Facebook today. I'll just continue telling you about my vegetables I'm making while everyone reloads. I don't know what happened. I apologize. All right, so we're having, like I said, a ham steak, lemon, pepper, Parmesan crusted chicken breast, which I'll have like a little try. I'm not a big meat eater. And then glazed carrot. Well, first we're gonna have salad, and I'm making homemade croutons, so that's exciting. It's like, how often do I do that? Is the sun still out? Here? Yeah, kinda. Hello, Carmen. Hello, Heather. So, salad with homemade croutons, glazed carrots, asparagus. I might wrap the asparagus in bacon because, in my opinion, bacon's more of a condiment because you cook it, and it's kind of just like a crispy. It's awful. I'll just have a little bit. Lily's hunting for Easter eggs, and it looks beautiful. Oh, she's cute. Hello, Annette. How are you? I don't know why I was kicked off before. I'm having spinach with garlic and lemon, broccoli. What are the other two? Am I having Brussels sprouts? I don't know. I have 7 vegetables that I'm making though. And the funny thing is shockingly I don't eat a lot, so I'll just make like I'll have a little bite of each one, but you know what? I love cooking, so I don't know. I'm excited. All right, my friends. So, welcome. Hello, Hannah. How are you? Oh, okay. Hi, Dad. Happy Easter. How are you? Hi, Shirley. Okay, so, hey, Lisa. How are you? So what's going to happen today, my friends, is I'm going to show you guys step by step how to paint like the view emerging from the cave. All right, I'm not going to get into any religious stuff. So as I was starting to say before, I'm not educated enough to discuss all the different religions and all that stuff. Hi, Holly. Happy Easter. Hi, Margie. So I thought, why not? I'll just show you guys the painting step by step. You guys listen to your own music. If you want to listen to Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack, please, by all means. All right. Hey, Steph. Happy Palm Sunday. Steph's Greek, so she celebrates next week. If you want to listen to gospel music, please. If you want to listen to, what is it, K-Rock? Go for it. If you want to listen to 90s hip-hop, by all means. Right? Listen to what you want. Make sure you have a drink if you're a professional like I am. A drink of coffee. Wow, I'm really repping Starbucks. I didn't realize it had that. Maybe they can sponsor me. I don't know if you guys heard the big news, but I'm going to tell you guys the big news, and then I'll get into starting, just because people are still coming back. If you're just logging on now, I got kicked off before. I don't even know why. Wasn't even playing any music. Hey, Janessa, how are you? So, big news. Tomorrow, this is absolutely crazy. Tomorrow is the day 1 of week 5 of doing these free live paint parties. Week 5 already. Most Monday through Friday, 99% of them were at least 2 parties a day. 2 days a week is 3 parties a day. So it's going to be 50 parties. I think tomorrow it'll be 50 parties in the past 4 weeks. That's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, so when I announced I was going to do these, Michael's sold out completely of these, the 8x10s. They sold out of the little packs of acrylics because the day before I announced it, I was like, all right, let me go to Michael's and just take a little picture of what I recommend. I didn't know it was going to blow up like this. I'm glad. thank goodness. I'm glad you guys all took to my idea. I was only going to do 1 week. Now I'm just going to keep going because this is my jam and I love it. So anyway, so I went into Michael's, took a little picture. That stuff sold out immediately. It was a Friday that I announced it. By Sunday, completely gone. And then Walmart sold out. Dollar Store, Job Lot, Five Below. No one had the 8x10 canvases in Newport on Aquatic Island. Are you kidding me? Hey Jamie, how are you? The acrylic paints, all gone. So then they went to like the Seekonk, the Dartmouth, like all the different Michaels in the whole region. Sold out. Are you kidding me? So you know me, I'm tacky, and I emailed the CEO of Michaels. Not CEO of Middletown Michaels, I'm saying of Michaels. And he was like, wow, thank you so much. Because you know he can obviously just pull it up and look, you know. He was like, wow, congratulations, thank you for your support. So he was like, I'm going to have my media team reach out to you. And I was like, okay. I didn't know what that meant. So they reached out to me and they said, hey, we want to give you a gift card to thank you. So they sent me a $100 gift card. I was like, wow, like that is, yes, because that's money. That's where I shop. I shop at Michael's. You shop at Macy's. I shop at Michael's. Like that's my department store. So anyways, so I went and I actually bought this brand new easel. This is like a $170 easel that I got because I was able to use a coupon and my gift card. So thank you, Michaels, for this. I love it. It's beautiful. So then I get this email. Thank you. Happy Easter to you too, Jamie. Hey, Kelly. So then I get this email last week one day. And it's like, hey, I'm so-and-so from so-and-so company. We're wondering if you want to be part of the Michaels VIP newsletter, something, like just kind of, and she explained it to me that I would get a newsletter every month that would include a free gift card and I would get gifts in the mail. I was like, there's no way that's real. So I called the manager at Michael's. They were like, no, I've never heard of that. Then I called another manager. They were like, no, I've never heard of that. So then, you know, I'm tacky and I emailed the CEO again, like I own the place. And he must have forwarded it to whoever. And their media team emailed me back. They were like, no, we want to verify it's true and congratulations. Welcome to the program. I was like, so now I don't know. I don't want to say I'm sponsored by Michaels, but like, how cool is that? Like, I'm part of their loyalty VIP. It's exclusive. You can't just be like, oh, hi, I'd like to sign up for these free gift cards. So I'm pumped and I'm VIP. I've known that for years, but now they're recognizing it. So holla if you hear me. Oh, happy Greek Easter stuff. All right, are you guys ready to get started? So what's going to happen today? I'm going to show you guys step by step how to paint like the view from emerging from the cave. What we're going to need is white, black, red, blue, and yellow. We're going to need a cup with about 2 inches of water and a big brush and a little brush. This one's a little wet. All right, how hip hop is this bracelet? So cool. I can't even stand myself. All right, so I don't even need 2 cups either. All right, so are we ready to get started, my friends? Oh, I guess I'm stuck with it. All right, let's get started. Let's take our big brush. I'm going to take a glob of white paint. We're going to smear it right across the middle. And we're going to paint the entire upper half white. Okay, this is going to look really nice, my friends. You don't even need to get all the way to the top, okay? And you don't want this to be too thick either. All right. Huh. All right. That's it. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to wipe the excess white off. Oh, before I forget, this is free. I did add a little tip jar at the bottom. It's Venmo at Mermaid Masterpieces. If you'd like to throw a little something in there, I'm not going to tell you you can't. I am going to use part of my proceeds to buy some masks for some people that need them. I don't know who yet. Last week I donated a bunch of masks to the firefighters at Portsmouth Fire Department, Rhode Island, and some nurses at Newport Hospital. My dad's business is actually making them, so it was part from me, part from Killian Yacht Fitters. His masks are the best I've seen, so there you go. Okay, so we're going to wipe the excess white off. Oh, yeah, so I'm going to do that again today. Not the whole entire thing. I don't know, because last week it was the whole thing, but we'll see, you know. So it's Venmo at Mermaid Masterpieces. Don't feel obligated. Just throwing it out there, because who am I to tell you that you can't tip me? Holla if you hear me. All right, take your big brush. We're going to take a glob of blue paint, and we're going to smear it across the top. Don't rub it in yet. Don't rub it in. All right, and now we're going to take a glob of red paint, and we're going to smear it across the bottom of the white paint, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do, we don't need to add any more paint. We're going to just do long brush strokes all the way from one end to the other, starting with the red, working your way up nice and slow. Once you get to the top, you'll start working your way back towards the middle, because that's sloppy, right? We don't want that to look like that. We want that to look beautiful, all right? Because these are going to be worth a lot of money one day. All right, my friends. How's everyone's Easter so far? Did the Easter Bunny come to your house? Did you go to church? I know that Ocean Point, even though I'm not really technically a member there, like I do a lot of stuff with them, and I really love the people that go to that church. If you get extra paint kicked up on your brush, you can just kind of wipe it off on your plate or on the side of your easel like I always do, like a scrub. Anyway, Ocean Point did services. They do them at the Newport County YMCA every year in the gym. I think they do like 2, and it holds like 1,000 people or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me. They might do 4. I don't know what they do. Anyway, this year, because I'm part of I get emails from them. Clearly, I'm part of their VIP email club too. Happy Easter to you too, Jackie. It's not pinned yet, Kathy? Let me see. I thought I pinned it. Sorry. Oh, because I got kicked off. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. All right. I don't feel comfortable calling you Kathy, Mrs. Pelkovic. Sorry. So anyways, so Ocean Point, they did a live church service outside, and it was like a drive-in. So everyone was able to my friends, we're just kind of working this in so it's nice and smooth and nice and light. We want like no paint there. We're just going to keep working it, wipe the excess paint off. All right, because we want this to be dry for when we create our rays of light coming through. Now, I want to say this. I'll say it now and I'll say it again. If you saw the painting, have you seen the painting we're doing? Normally, I don't show you. You know what? I'm not going to show you. Because it's going to come out, they always come out different, no matter what. So this is going to look different than the original. But if you don't want to add the rays of light and the crosses, you don't have to. This can be your masterpiece. You do whatever you want. Hello, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Easter. How blazing do I look? My parents must come on live and be like, wow, my daughter is gorgeous. How did I do that? I don't know. It's weird because I'm 37 and I'm aging in reverse. It's crazy. All right, so now that we've got this kind of bluish, purplish, pinkish, all right, like I said before, I stayed up all night last night cleaning, and I just scared myself because I looked into my studio that's across the house from where I am right now, and in the window is my life-size Santa Claus, and because normally he's in the living room, but he's in the window, and it scared me. I thought someone was in my studio, and I I almost freaked out and left. Hi, Maureen. Happy Easter. All right, let's take our big brushes. We're going to hold our cup. Make sure you're holding your cup on the table, my friends. We're going to swirl, swirl, swirl. Thank you, Michaela. I don't know if you're a plus-size model like me, but this is from Torrid. It's my favorite store. Listen, let me push this out a little bit so we can all see. This is a twirl dress, and I have 4 of them. I have this color, I have black, I have purple, so I have 3 of them then. I want the teal, but they always run out of it every year before I can get it. If Torrid sponsored me, like how Michael's is, or whatever it's called, I don't want to say I'm an influencer. I feel like that sounds very conceited because I am gorgeous, but you know, I can't be sounding too conceited. If Michael's was like, oh yeah, she is blazing, let's send her some dresses, I'd die. That's all I need is Michael's and Torrid. And somewhere to live and food. Stop and shop. Trader Joe's, holla if you hear me. I'm just kidding. All right, squeeze that extra water back into your cup. Michaela, you might be too thin for this company, but good for you. You're all right. But thank you. I appreciate it. Or, I mean, you could always get a dress and take it in. I don't know. All right, my friends. Now that we've got clean and dry big brushes, we're going to take a glob of blue and we're going to mix it with some yellow. I needed to add a little bit more blue because I want this to be, what color? Green. I have no idea what my audience today is. I feel like it's mostly adults. But imagine if it was all kids and I'm kind of talking to them like adults. Okay, guys, so according to my calculation, I just talk to you all the same, right? Maurice's is your favorite store. What's that? I've never heard of Maurice's. See, I'm a plus size model. I go to only Torrid and ready for my other secret. Walmart. Listen, they have a little plus size section. They got the best tank top. I wear a black tank top every single day. I get them all from Walmart. I literally probably have 30 of them. So I probably look like a scrub. I just realized that because they all have random paint speckles on them. Listen, they're the best tank tops on earth. All right, my friends. So what we're going to do is once you've got some green, we're just going to kind of take the green and we're going to just do like a mountain. Okay? Not a mountain, a hill. You know what I'm saying. And then we're going to color it down. Alright, make sure you're kind of going like that. Actually, it doesn't matter too much because we're going to paint over it in a second. So we want to make sure the purple is covered, but it doesn't have to be, crazy. Because we're about to do something else. Okay, add green. Alright. Whoa, I didn't realize how far away this was. Sorry, I was showing off my dress and then I forgot to pull it back closer for you. Listen, Jen, I've never had Kohl's Cash. I feel like my stepmom talks about it. I don't know. I've never had it because we kind of live far away. Listen, you could have a purse obsession. Go to Walmart, get you like some black leggings and a tank top for $15 and look blazing with like a nice big purse. I always like to have a statement necklace. Who cares? As long as you feel blazing, that's all that matters. I always feel blazing. That's why I always look blazing. Okay? Holla. All right, so now that we've all got this, hold on. I don't want this to, there we go. There you go. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to wipe that excess green off onto our plates. We're going to dip our brush in black, just a dip. See how I just dipped it, like nothing crazy? Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to, that's actually even too much. I want you to wipe the excess black off. What we're going to do is we're going to just go the shape of our hill back and forth and work your way down nice and slow. Yep, see, I do need a little bit more black. All right. So we want it to be kind of black at the top. Not black, but darker. And then work your way down. Mine's kind of turning into a gray. And I'm not... Yeah, that's good. Okay. So it's darker at the top. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of work it back and forth. Nice and slow. Okay. Let that black dissipate, okay? See how it's kind of brighter green down towards the bottom and then it gets dark at the top? That's because it's further away. Get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, my friends? Okay? Don't think too hard about it, okay? This is going to just be beautiful. Okay. I still don't feel like this is dark enough. Because the original, it's like black at the top. Remember what I said though, is that they're all different. Every painting I do. So the first version of it looks completely different from the second version, and then the third version's different. You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Alright? Alright. So let's clean off our... We're already ready to get to the cave part. Let's clean off our big brush. Make sure you're holding your cup with one hand, please and thank you. Hey, Keelan. Hey, girl. Hey, boy. Are they here? I don't know. Hey, Walter. Hi, Kathy. Is Kathy watching? I miss Kathy. It's my homegirl. Guys, if you don't know who Kathy is, she is the top #1 children's librarian on earth. She's the children's librarian at Newport Public Library, and you want to know a secret about her? She's the reason I do kids' parties. Who would have thunk? Hey, Claudia, how are you? Happy Easter. So we're going to squeeze the extra water back into the cup, my friends. So Kathy, children's librarian at Newport Public Library, she single-handedly changed Mermaid Masterpieces. Well, actually, Colleen, who's the teen librarian at Portsmouth now, she used to be the teen librarian at Middletown, or Newport. Colleen, okay. You know I always have like 8 preludes to stories. So Colleen found out about me because I had started Mermaid Masterpieces 2 months prior. It was April, and I started it in February. Yeah, so it was April, and I had just won a window contest for the Volvo Ocean Races. Because remember when they came and they had like this big window contest? Van Gogh Pizza asked me to paint their window. We won because you know I don't play games, and I stayed up the entire night. It was Inky's birthday, the night that I did it. And I did that big Van Gogh window. I don't know if you guys remember. It was like a Van Gogh-esque Newport Harbor. I won my category. It was awesome. Colleen from Newport Public Library, she's now at Portsmouth, heard about it and was like, hey, can you paint windows for Newport Public Library? We don't have a budget to pay you anything, but we'll pay for the paint. And I was like, And then she was like, well, tell everyone that your business did it. And I was like, cool. I just started my first business. Yeah, I want that publicity. So I went to Newport Public Library, painted this bunch of awesome windows. They came out really cool. And Kathy, the children's librarian, comes up to me. She's the sweetest woman ever. The epitome of what you would imagine a children's librarian, just like sweet and nice, not and quiet, not like me. And she comes up and she goes, I was wondering if you'd ever, you do those paint parties for adults when they drink and paint? I was like, yeah. I had just started 2 months before. She goes, would you ever do them with kids? And I was like, I guess. Like, that's not really my thing, but sure. Here I am now. That's like all I do now. And I love it. I like it way better than adult parties. No offense. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take our big brush and dunk it in black. And we are going to do like an oval. All right. Or however you want. Listen, it's a cave. All right. So However you end up doing it is how it's supposed to be. This is your masterpiece, but we're going to do it like a circle like that, okay? Make sure you got a little black on both sides, all right? I feel like this is too much sky over here, okay? So I'm going to make making my cave a little smaller, okay? You guys can do whatever you want. This is your masterpiece. Don't forget that. Don't you forget it. All right, so we're going to paint now the whole outside part. We're going to do black now, but I want you guys to kind of go like this with it, though. Frowny faces on the top. Okay, because we want it to pick up a little bit of the blue because it kind of makes it look like tunnel-like. Oh, you can't really see. Can you guys see? Can you see that? It's like tunnel-like because it picks up some of the background from the sky. Yeah, now you can see it. And then on the bottom part, I want you to just do smiley faces back and forth. All right? Back and forth. Okay? Back and forth. I feel like that's one of my songs. Okay? Let it look awesome. If you want to wrap your edges, now would be the time. You guys can do your thing, okay? All right. All right, there. Now we got a tunnel. You guys are doing a really... Hi, Pat! How are you? Happy Easter. All right, there you go. Okay. So now... you guys all should have your initial tunnel shape, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to clean off our big brushes. All right, make sure you're that's really bright. I'm going to turn this down again. We're going to hold our big brush with one hand and our cup with the other hand and swirl, swirl, swirl. Swirl, 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 oh, swirl, 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 swirl. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not. I wish I was. I'm not. No, I don't wish I was. I'm cool. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, squeeze that extra water back in your cup. Carol, so thankful you are sharing your story with us, different chapters of your story. Listen, I got so many chapters of my stories. It's cool. I've had a lot of layers. I'm like an onion. No, I'm like an ogre, and ogres are like onions. All different layers. Stephanie, not going to be able to wait a second, but you can always come back to this step because we're just adding grass. You'll be all right. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to take our big brush that's nice and dry, okay? And we're gonna just kind of just dip it in the green, like kind of tap it. We're not taking a lot, okay? See how it's just a little tiny bit? And we're just gonna kind of go all along the edges, okay? We want to kind of see how, like, we're just going to go all around the outside of this, this opening. This, to me, is like kind of the moss. Listen, I wasn't there, but neither were you. We don't really know what it looks like exactly, so bear with me. This is my imagination. If you don't think it should have any of this little moss, don't do it. So just take your big brush, though, and we're not going to, see how I just got like a big thing here? We're not blending it in, but we're not blending it in. See how like little pieces are kind of hanging off the edge? Let me get closer for you. There you go. Look. Oops. Is that better? Lighting's always a challenge for me. I'm sorry, my friends. Let me move that. Why is this so dark? Lighting is a challenge, but you know what? One of these days I'll have a studio. So we're going to do this all around the edge, or at least the top part, okay? The edges. Don't be afraid to let little pieces of this kind of fall over the edge, okay? Leave this side. You don't have to let it fall over yet because we still have to make the stone in front of it. Okay. All right. So this kind of grassy thing, this moss is just on the edge of the circle, like from here around. And then you can just kind of do little, little extra kind of on the ceiling where it grew. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm painting down? You don't even have to do a ton of that. You can just do a little bit. Totally random. This is like, I don't know, vines. I wasn't around back then, so I'm not 100% sure what it looks like. Not even 5% sure, but like I said, this is my imagination. And that's cool, right? Cool. I hope that everyone feels like this is a really nice way to celebrate Jesus and to celebrate Easter Sunday. I think this is cool. Maybe I'll do this every year. I like it. I like it a lot. Oops. I can never, guys, I think I'm not good at lighting. Sorry. Is that better? It's funny, especially like in the daytime, because it's, it's daytime. On like a sunny day. Oh, that's good right there. Aha. All right, I'm not moving it. How's that? Good? I know it's like to a little bit of an angle, but you're all right, right? You guys got this? All right, cool. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our big brush. Let's clean it off. Make sure you're holding your cup with one hand. Don't be spilling that water, please. Swirl, swirl, swirl. All right. Okay. Squeeze that extra water back in the cup, please, and thank you. Look how ratchet my nails are. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's not discuss it. That's all right. It's okay. It's all right, and it's okay. Okay. So we're going to take some black, and we'll mix it with a little bit of white. Okay? Just because, I'm going to make it a little bit different color than the other one, the other rock, like the cave. What we're going to do is we're going to just do like a C. You're going to pick a spot where you want to do it. Okay? And you can just kind of do C's back and forth, okay? Filling it in. You know what this is? This is the rock that was moved by you-know-who. Like I said, I'm not going to get into the religious stuff because I don't feel as though I'm educated enough to discuss this stuff with you and tell you Jesus Bible stories. But I will say that when I was a little girl, my mom was my Sunday school teacher. So, and so was Mrs. Jones. I was always really proud about that. All right, so we're going to just kind of go up against this wall. We're just going to color it in. All right, see, there we go. There you go. See how it's kind of like, looks like it's been moved a little bit. All right, my friends, let's clean off our big brush because we're actually done with our big brush now. The rest is just little details. Isn't that crazy? Mom, you taught Sunday school too. Yes, and my great-grandma Jay, Agnes, a.k.a. Aggie. That's what me and my cousin Kim call her. If Kim and I, because we're both have found through the years that we are totally like our great grandma. For example, I like to go to the water and just lay there in the water for hours. So did Agnes. And so if Kim and I do something like we'll garden or something, she'll be like, oh, okay, hey, Agnes. I don't know, it's cute. It's cute. All right, my friends. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that little brush that we've been doing nothing with. We're going to take it, dip it in green. I'm barely touching the canvas. We're going to just add a little bit of green to this little boulder, because, you know, actually you can just kind of do little, you know, it's got a little moss on it too, I guess, right? Right, I don't know. I wasn't there. But I like to put a little moss on it. You do your thing, all right? You do your thing, I'll do my thing. All right, now what we're going to do is let's add some grass. So we're going to add some grass, taking our green. We're going to do some, we'll do some on the inside of the cave and, you know, kind of like on the outside, all right? Don't be afraid to kind of just, you know, let some kind of grow up on the sides of the wall. You got to do it. Okay, so you're going to firmly press it on the canvas and then just kind of let it get skinnier. So you're kind of like bringing your brush up off the canvas, okay? So you're going to want to, because grass is tricky. You don't want it to be thick the whole way up. I also find it's fun to kind of do like a couple different sizes, letting some kind of go one direction, some going another direction. All right, so we're going to do this all along the opening, the bottom. You don't have to do it all the way across. Maybe give it a little room for Jesus to walk out. It's up to you. But, and then you can kind of add some grass working your way in too. Because, I mean, who's to say? I think there was probably grass on the inside of this too, right? Not a ton, but maybe some. And like I said, do some short, some long. You can do it straight up. You can do it however you want. All right? Don't do it. What I'm going to recommend is don't just do it straight across. Don't just do it all the same size, because then it doesn't look right. When you do it like all kind of different, some right up against the edge, some kind of a little further down, that's when it looks dope. Okay? Okay, my friends? Okay. Cool. All right. Guys, this is such a nice way to spend Easter, because you know what? John and I are not able to see our parents today because of social distancing, obviously. I know some people have been seeing their parents all along, but we can't because my mom's a nurse, and we don't want to risk it with any of our parents. They're all elderly. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Most of them are watching right now. I'm messing with you guys. We just don't want to risk it. So this is a cool way to spend Easter Sunday, because didn't get to go to church today. I'm not going to go to my aunt's house. Not going to go to John's mom. So, all right. You guys, you know, I'm going to do some longer pieces of grass up, because why not, right? You can do some up against the wall. Whatever you want, right? Because this is your masterpiece. This is your masterpiece, my friends. You know what? I didn't do any. Don't forget to do some on the actual grass, right? Because it's like coming out. You know, sometimes people are like, but wait, why are you adding just like random little pieces of grass? I'm going to tell you why. I feel like this is like the pieces of grass that Steve Diamandis didn't come cut yet. Like those little pieces that are kind of glistening in the sun. So, as you go out into this hill though, the grass is going to get smaller. Alright, so don't, because it's perspective. It's longer inside here, smaller as we go farther away. Longer and bigger on the inside. You guys are doing a really nice job, my friends. This is beautiful. I love it. I love it a lot. All right. I almost called you sweethearts. All right, sweethearts. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clean off our little brush. Please and thank you. My mom's my welcoming committee. Mom, quit your job and you can work for me. I'll pay you maybe like 1% of what you make now, because that's all I can afford. But you're so good at welcoming everyone when I'm not looking. I really appreciate that. My mom goes around and like comments on people's pictures and stuff for me. It's very nice. All right, my friends. Now, I don't know what color flowers the Middle East has. I don't know, but I like pink. So I'm adding, I think pink looks nice on this. So I'm going to take a glob of red. If you want to do a different color, you do you, boo-boo. This is your masterpiece. Don't forget that. Okay, so if you don't like something I'm doing, you change it, all right? I'm going to take some red, mix it with white, just like in the corner. Okay, I like to take a lot of red to make like a nice, bright, hot pink, because that's my jam. I think you can tell I'm a hot pink kind of girl, right? I like purple too. And I like orange. I like all the colors usually. I'm not a big fan of brown. Do you like brown? I am very proud that I know how to make brown though, because brown is a confusing color to make. So, and it's not mixing all your colors together, contrary to popular belief. There's a science to it. You make orange and then put a dab of blue. Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of right where there's like these little green things, we're just going to take a little dab of pink. All right? And, I mean, you can do as many or as few as you want. I don't think that there was a ton of flowers on the inside. But we're just going to take dabs of pink and just kind of dab it on. All right? You can do some right towards the, however you want it. All right? Because this is your masterpiece. All right, my friends? So, I'm just going to, just a couple. I think this is more than a couple. I'm going to put a couple flowers down here. All right, and now you know me with flowers. I think I'm doing more flowers than I did on the original, but I'm not mad about it. So I like flowers. You know what I like to do with flowers? I like to take like maybe a little bit of red now and just add a little bit of red to each one. Just to give it a little extra something, something. Okay, so take a little red. And then, now this is if you are doing pink. And if you want to. You don't have to. I know I keep saying it. This is your masterpiece, but you know, it is. So now that I've added a little, because it just kind of, it gives it a little dimension, don't you think? I think it makes it look a little bit prettier. You can also mix a little bit more white into that original hot pink to make like a lighter pink, and just do like a little bit of that too. And that makes like, I think it makes it look so pretty, don't you? Don't think too hard about it. Just add a little something to each little flower, and then, you know, keep it moving, sister. Don't think too hard about it. Look how beautiful. Doesn't that look just so pretty and inviting? That's why Jesus walked out here, because it's so pretty. He was like, wow. Right? I think this is a nice place. All right, also, I added a few flowers on the mountaintop, but, so I'm going to take some hot pink. But remember what I was saying about the grass? Same goes for the flowers. So the flowers are just going to be tiny, tiny. All right, tiny, tiny and random. Also, what I would do if I were you, take a little bit of the hot pink, a little bit of the red, and a little bit of the light pink, all in one little brush. Okay? And then as you add it to your canvas, you'll notice that, you know, you're getting a little bit of each color. You know? Do some close together. I like doing a little bit of a cluster. I think it looks good. Cluster and then a little further apart. This is however you want it though, my friends. Don't forget to do some like that are actually like above the mountain though, because flowers do tend to grow above the horizon, right? All right, do as many or as few as you want. You can add different colors if you want to. I'm making a straight up like field now because I want this to look so pretty for Jesus. Right? There we go. All right. Now, someone commented yesterday, they were like, I like that better. If you feel like this is how you want it to look, you can leave it like this. I think that's absolutely beautiful. But if you want to add the clouds and the beams of light, I am going to fair warn you, it's a little difficult. It's a little tricky, but you totally got this. All right, so we'll go for it. But this right here looks beautiful. All right, we're going to clean off our little brushes. Please and thank you. It's not tricky. You guys totally got this. Squeeze the extra water back into the cup. All right. What we're going to do is we'll take our little brush, we'll dip it in white, and we're going to just do a bunch of little white dabs. You can do your clouds however you want. I'm going to do a bunch. I like to make mine like kind of long and thick, if that makes sense. Probably, no, I don't think that makes any sense. But kind of just like, yeah, this opening is way bigger than the original. And that's okay, right? Right. Okay, so these clouds need to be bigger than too. Well, they don't have to be, but beautiful. All right, so I'm just gonna do random little clouds down here. You guys can do your clouds however you want. Why? You know why. Just say it. Because this is my masterpiece, Baxter. That's my straight name in case you didn't know. All right. Once you get a bunch of clouds, take some of that hot pink and kind of just go right under your clouds and just put little dabs of it, okay? You can use some of your light pink too. All right. This is just, take some of that hot pink. I wouldn't, here, let me get a little closer for you. I would not just take hot pink and just kind of do a smear, like go like that. I wouldn't do that. I like to take it and just kind of do a couple dabs, a little spot empty, and we'll do this all along all the clouds, all right? And you can add some light pink too, all right? Because clouds are all different colors. See, this is nighttime, or it's like dusk, so take some of that light pink and just add light pink dabs, you know? You picking up what I'm painting down? You got it? I love a sunset when it's like all different colors. I freak out. Do you guys know that about me? I love photography. I freak out. I'm considering submitting for like not a cop car, but like I personally feel like I should have a siren to get people to move out of my way during sunset time when I'm trying to get to the water. Like, please don't block me. Please don't. Just don't, because I'm trying to take nice pictures for everyone to enjoy and share. You know what I'm saying? All right, you can put some light pink around. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. My dad sings me that song. It's a Snoop Dogg song. Because he's cool. My dad's cool. Alright. Now I'm just going to take hot pink and make a couple of random, like, streaks. This is a cloudy day, but you know what? I'm not even mad about it. I think this looks cool. Cool. Alright. Maybe I'll take a little bit more white and just add a little white to some of my new hot pink ones. You can even take a little bit of white and add it to whatever you want. Any of these clouds. Just, you can play with your clouds until your heart's content, alright? My recommendation is add some white and then line the bottom of it with hot pink or purple or whatever color it is you like. Alright, because keep in mind, this is abstract, my friends. This is not accurate. Plus, we're not sure how the clouds were that day, so in real life, I don't know. Alright, I think this looks beautiful, though. Okay, so now, once you've got all your clouds, we're going to take our cup, we're going to hold it on the table, swirl, swirl, swirl. We're going to squeeze the extra water back into the cup. Alright, now we're going to do the beams of light coming through the clouds, and we're actually almost done, believe it or not. We're almost done. Alright, so we're going to mix a little tiny bit of yellow with a lot of bit of white. Okay, a little bit of yellow, a lot of bit of white. Okay? Now pick random, I want it a little later. Now you can pick random spots in your clouds for beams of light to come through. This is kind of like a thick one. Now it's going to be, your beam of light is going to be skinny in the clouds, and as it gets closer to the ground or wherever you want it to land, it's going to get thicker. Don't be afraid to get a little pink in it. Don't worry about it. Now, don't forget, these clouds are coming from, or these beams of light are coming from the heavens, so there's kind of no rhyme or reason. You can do like up here. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be thick. They could be nice and thin like that. It could be thick, whatever you want. Alright, I'm going to do a nice straight one, straight down to here. I like that this kind of had, this beam of light kind of goes right into the pathway. It's up to you though, however you want, okay, my friends? I like that this one kind of comes right into the cave. Try and do it nice and thin. You can always add more of these beams, but you can't take it away. So do it thin. Alright, and then add more. Okay? You guys, you are doing awesome. We're almost done. Alright, I'm going to add, I feel like that's enough. Add one more over here. However you want, guys, because remember I keep saying this is your masterpiece, right? however you want. Are you guys having a nice time? We're literally going to be done in 2 seconds. Whew. Don't be afraid to like let some little pieces be brighter than others. It's up to you. This is your thing. Your masterpiece. All right, my friends. You guys are my Easter partners for today, and I love it. And I appreciate you all. All right, look at that. Kind of want to add a little bit more down here. These beams of light. Beam me up, Scotty. That's not even funny. Sorry, this Star Trek humor. I don't even watch Star Trek. All right, my friends. There we go. All right, final little step. Clean off your little brush. All right. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Shayna, yes, I'll leave it. Of course I will, girl. You know I got this. I only delete the adult videos because sometimes adults have too much fun with no kids around. Okay, final step. I'm going to take my little brush, dunk it in black. I'm going to do one cross at the top of this hill. Okay. And then I'm going to do 2 littler ones beside it a little bit, down a little bit, or closer. It's up to you. But I know this one's bigger. Okay? And that's it, my friends. That's it. I'm going to clean off your little brush. Okay? And I would love to thank you guys so, so much for coming to paint with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Easter. As always, this is free, but if you'd like to leave a little something, something in my tip jar, I'm not going to tell you you can't. It's Venmo at Mermaid Masterpieces, MERMAID MASTERPIECES. And I'll give you a little piece of business advice. If you ever start your own business, make sure it's a nice short name so you don't have to spell long names like that. And try and remember if it's I before E except after C on live video. All right, happy Easter. Guys, thank you so much for coming to paint this with me. Let's see. It's the final result. I think that's beautiful, don't you? All right, guys. Happy Easter. I love you all so much. Have a great day. See you tomorrow at 1.